Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple main menu in Unreal Engine 5 with C++. This main menu will consist of 3 buttons. You'll have Start, Options and Exit. Start will show you the game, Options is going to be for another video, and Exit closes the game. So we'll show you Exit, and we'll show you the Start button, and it loads you into a world and you can start playing your game. So let's jump straight in. Right, so I've created the project, I've used the third person template, and I've used C++. I've called the project for main menu. So the first thing we want to do now is create a new level. So File, New Level, we want it to be at the basic. We'll create that. What we want to do again is File, Save Current Level, and call this Main Menu Level. Just like that, that's perfect. I'm going to save it in the content folder here so you can see it here. Then after we've done that, we want to create the user widget for our widget blueprint. So we go to All, C++ Classes, right click here, New C++ Class, click All Classes, and it's going to be User Widget, just there. And what we want to do here is type in Main Menu, and this will be the UI. So we can put in a folder of UI, just there. Perfect. Create class. Perfect, that has been created. So the first thing we want, we're going to have a private section. Classes are private by default, but I just like having the private here just in case we have a protected or public. So the first one is native construct. This is the constructor for your user widget. Then we want some buttons. So the first one I'm going to do is U property. We're going to have edit anywhere so we can edit it. And then we can have meta equals brackets bind widget. Just there, perfect. And underneath here we want a T object pointer, and this is going to be U button. Just there. Let's right click and then forward declare, and what we're going to call this is b_start. Perfect. I'm going to duplicate that twice because we're going to have the options and the exit as well. So duplicate it twice to get rid of the start, options, and then exit. Perfect. We need functions to be called when we click on the button. So the first thing we want to do is create 3 buttons. U function. It's going to be nothing inside the U function, but we're going to have void start pressed. Start pressed. And I'm just going to duplicate this 2 more times like I did with the others. So we'll change this to options and this one to exit. Pressed. Perfect. Now let's create these. So we'll select them all, right click, generate definitions. Right, so inside the constructor, we're going to have an if statement. It's going to be if is valid, b start, because we want the button to be valid. Ampersand twice, and then that's for and. Then control C this, then same again. And then control V there, and we want to change these to each button. So this one's options, exit. So we need to right click, include definition for U button. Now inside this if statement, we want to call the dynamic delegates for when the buttons get pressed. So we have B start, we have on clicked dot add unique dynamic, and it's going to be this, and then start pressed. That's perfect. I'm going to duplicate that twice, and then we're going to change it for options and options pressed. I'll see you in a second. Perfect, that is done. So when these buttons get pressed, the functionality inside the functions should get called. So inside of start pressed, we want to do uGameplay statics, and this will be open level, passing through this, and then we need fname brackets, curly brackets, and then the name of the level. So the level is called level underscore third person because we're using the third person template, and it's a capital P. That's perfect. So that should open the level for us because we want to start the game in main menu level. Then underneath options pressed, all we want is a UE log because we're going to do this in a later video. If you'd like to see me do an options menu, then if I get around 25 likes, I'll do the options menu. So this is going to be log temp, and we'll have warning and text for options pressed. Perfect. Then in exit pressed, we need ukismet system library, and this will be quit game. So if we click exit, we're quitting the game. So inside of here, we want to get world. We need uGameplay statics, get player controller. Inside of here, get world, and then we can do 0. And here we need equit preference, and then it'll be type, and then quit. That's perfect. We also need false at the end. So that'll quit the game for us through C++. Now what we want to do is jump back into Unreal Engine, and we're going to live code. Live coding was complete. What we want to do is go to UI here, right click, create blueprint class, and it's going to be WBP underscore main menu. So let's create that. So what we're going to do first is start off with an overlay. Put an overlay there. Then inside the overlay, I want a vertical box. Let's drag that vertical box in there. And inside this vertical box, which we want centered, we want to have a size box. And in the size box, we want the size to be 300 by 80. So width override is going to be 300. Height override is going to be 80. That's perfect there. That's going to be where our button is placed. We also want some padding on the top and the bottom, so 10-10. You'll understand why, because we need some space in between the buttons. So 10-10, that's perfect there. Now we want to add the button in that we want. So this is going to be button start. We change the name of the button there. So B start underscore start, and just there, perfect. Let's change the style on this. So for normal, we can have it a nice, I like the yellowy color there. Then you want the hovered, no, not the hovered, sorry, you want to do the outline settings. It's already got a nice outline on it, so I want a nice, let's say, actually a black outline would be really nice. Put that to 3, perfect. Corner radius, let's put it 25. Yeah, we'll have 25, 25, 25. That looks perfect. So copy on normal, paste on hovered, paste on pressed. On hovered, you could change the tint of it, to be honest, a little bit lighter. And on pressed, I'm going to have it like really dark because it's been pressed. Perfect, just like that. That's B start. What we're going to add inside here is text. And I'm guessing you know what I'm going to put inside the text. It's going to be start in caps lock. Perfect, looks good there. Let's put a little outline on there. So font, outline settings, outline of 2. Maybe put the size to like 36. That looks perfect. I really like that there. You can change it to how you want, but this is how I'm having it. And now the great thing to do is, because I've got that all sorted, I can just duplicate the size box and then just change them on each one. So this one's going to be options. So that's options done. Perfect. And we're just going to change the text inside to obviously options. There we go. And then this one's going to be exit. And then we'll call text is going to be exit. Let's compile and save. That's all done perfect. Now what we want to do is show it on the player's screen. So what we're going to do now dead quick is make a game mode, because we're going to have a different game mode for the main menu level. So go back in C++ classes here, new C++ class. Go down to game mode base. I'm just going to call this main menu game mode. And put in a class of GMs for game modes. Let's create that. Perfect, that's been created. Let's create a public section. So inside the public section, we want a U property of edit anywhere, and category I'll do equals UI. Perfect. And then this is going to be a T subclass of, and it'll be U main menu. We'll declare that there. And it's going to be the main, or I'll call it MM widget class. Perfect. Then we need a private section. Perfect, got that there. And then we need a U property with nothing inside there, with a T object pointer. And this is going to be U main menu. I'm going to call this MM widget. This isn't the widget class, this is just the widget pointer. And then we just need a begin play. That's perfect. Let's right click, generate definition for begin play. And inside the begin play, we need to do if MM widget class. We need to check if that's valid. So at start, we need it is valid. Sorry, I forgot to do that there. There we go. Need to right click here, include definition. And inside of here, we want MM widget class, equal to create widget. And this will be U main menu. Just put that there like that. Then we'll do get world and then main menu widget class. Perfect, like that. Main menu MM widget. Add to viewport. Perfect. And underneath, what we want to do is show the cursor and enable UI input. What we'll do is do T object pointer, and this is going to be a player controller. We'll call this PC. Perfect. And so I'm going to equal get world, get first person player controller, and then we'll do PC, B show mouse cursor, equal that to true. Perfect. And then we need PC again, and then we need to do set input mode, and we're going to have it as input mode only. Input mode UI only, just like that. Perfect. That's a function, so Need it like that. Sorry, that's a struct. Alright, we need to copy this and go back over to main menu, and then inside of start pressed, we need this above because we're going to give the player back the control of the controller, so for game mode. So what we want to do here, set this one to false, and this to game only. Now that should all be done perfect. Let's go into Unreal Engine and live code. Perfect, live coding was complete. Let's go into the game mode folder class we created. Right click on main menu game mode, create blueprint class, and it's going to be BP main menu game mode. There we go, let's create that. Inside of here, in UI here, put your WBP main menu here. Let's save that. Inside the world settings, I'm going to have the BP main menu game mode. So perfect, we've done that. So now let's play the game. So we've got start, loads the level. If you click options, if you go to the output log, it says options is pressed, and if you click exit, it closes the game. That's perfect. So that was how to create a simple main menu in Unreal Engine 5 with C++. If you did like the video, please like, comment and subscribe. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Have a nice day and goodbye.